Yes, I happen to have an RSV Melee SP in my garage. I cannot believe it that I have an Aprilia Rsv Melee SP in my garage. So, what's the story about this one? Well, do I own it? No, I do not own it. Someone else owns it, and it also has a future owner after I have restored it. So my task is to repaint this bike and get it back to its former glory. It is in such a ridiculously poor shape, but believe me, I have seen two more that are worse. So at the moment, this bike is owned by Griff at AP Workshops. He has very honourably tasked me to repaint this bike and put it back to standard original for a collector, and that's what I'm going to do. It is a very proud moment for me. It's a proud moment for me to actually have this bike in the garage. This is the first SP I have ever laid my hands on or ever been close to. I never thought that I would see one of these. I always thought I wanted to own one day, and I still can't believe this is actually an SP in my garage. I'm looking right now, Rsv Melee number 106 Sport Pro. This is definitely superbike royalty. The first thing I'm going to do to it is give it a wash. I want to get it outside, give it a wash, and see what I've got to work with. But it is an absolute honour, an absolute honour to be working on this bike. I cannot believe that one is in my garage right now. I've sat and stared at this so many times. Every time I open that garage door and I see, despite its condition, every time I open that garage door and I see RSV and SP right before me as the door's rising, it just sends goosebumps, something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a closer look at it, because I'm sure you want to take a closer look at it and not listen to me yabbling on about it. So I'll take a closer look at it, then we're going to get it outside and I'm going to give it a wash. I'm going to wash it with Dirt Shifter, my favourite brand of bike cleaner. I know that that product will get this bike looking a lot better to be in here until we strip it down, because I don't like dirty bikes being in my garage. They have to be spotlessly clean, and this needs a hell of a lot of work. So let's take a closer look at him. We will start at the bottom. We'll start at the bottom because this belly pan, I'm going to scrap that. It's well wasted. I'm not really knowledgeable about the internals of this bike. I know it's a Cosworth engine, not the Rotax engine. I know it's a single plug, not a twin plug. But I mean, there's lots of things you can find out about these online. This is knackered, and it looks like it's run very close to the header. I think these pipes are different to my Melee. I don't think mine run like this at all. Mine's got a solid pipe that comes out there, I think. This is all totally wasted and melted. It feels brittle. That's going to come off. We'll scrap that. Here's a right mess. This dint in the titanium exhaust there, the aluminium will be brushed up. We'll try and clean this all up. We'll polish this. We'll get this carbon fibre, which is in rough shape. Take a look at it. We have some serious scratches in that, but looking at this, it has a very good gloss depth to it. I can see a lot of gloss on that. It's almost 3D, so I'm not too worried. I think we'll get that looking tip top. It's gone almost brown. It should be a nice colour like that where the stickers have been. Look, the stickers protected this one. So this panel here is carbon fibre. You can see it's carbon fibre not just by where it's been taped over here, but you can tell it's carbon fibre. If you look closely, it looks almost orange peely, but in some areas you will see the carbon fibre weave through this paint. So the wheels are in red. These should be in black. They're going to come off and be blacked out. Fork seal's got a leak on it, which I'm not surprised, to be honest. The brakes, I'm going to repaint these. I'm not so sure if that is the original red colour for these brakes. It possibly is. Not many people took those off to paint them. The oil cooler, that's got some dints in it. I might try and straighten some of those out, unless Griff's got a new one. This paint job on the front, that's been repainted. That's been repainted. That hasn't. The tank hasn't been repainted. It's original. The seat may have been. You can feel when there's been new or old paint on there. I think that may have been original. It's had crash bungs on it. That's been repainted. That looks gammy. This is totally wrong. The front end should not be like that. The Rsv Sp is a totally different shape. Well, I say totally different. It has a similar shape, but this should be cut off like that there with a big orange, psychedelic orange pinstripe. We've got some of these original screen screws and we have one missing there. These happen to have those push one-way clipper things. There we go. I'm going to try and pull that off with a screwdriver and preserve that clip, but we want one more for this side here. This here is an old school technique. It's a really poor painter's technique where you get striping tape, you bend it round, there's clear coat over it, and what happens is the tape will eventually lift, as you can see. You can see there, look, where it's lifting off, and see there where it's peeled. That's what happens with tape. So people used to do that anyway. So what else shall we look at? We've got carbon fibre hugger to restore, heel plates to restore. We'll not paint the heel plates, we'll polish it. If I clear coat that, it'll get rubbed off straight away. The big shotgun silencers. I've actually got one of these straps for this. It's in that room in there. I've got one of those straps. So the rear brake caliper wants painting as well. It's chipped on there. We'll strip that in half and give that a good old service. Is that missing? That's very loose. Is that missing the retaining clip from it? Dangerous. Sadly, the rear under tray has been butchered. Yes, somebody has cut that off. Sacrilege, that is awful. The rear light, I don't know if that is the correct colour for the rear light. Was it black? Was it this grey? What colour was it? Was it carbon fibre? You tell me. I'm going to obviously post this video before I do the restoration work, and you tell me. I want to know. I've not got any pictures of SPs. The only picture I've got SPs is from like this angle and this angle. So I've not really seen any close-up original ones. I don't know what colour that should be, and I need to know. Also, I would like, if someone's got one of these in original format, please could you send me some photographs of it from the top, the sides, perhaps the rear, all angles, so I can reference those. I'm on Instagram. Please look me up on Instagram if you've got to send me any photographs or videos of walk rounds. I'd love to see your SP. And I wouldn't want to see one because I need as many pictures as possible so I can reference all these stickers and see what's missing from this particular model. So get on it. If you've got an SP, please message me on Instagram, message me on here, and let me know if you've got any any photographs of these, or you could photograph it for me. So I've not got the keys for this bike. I don't intend to ride it. I don't intend to start it. That's going to be done when this gets delivered back to Griffith AP workshops. In the meantime, I can just sit on it for as long as I want. I could sit here all night. I've actually sat here for some hours, believe me, last few days. There's lots of fingerprints on this, like someone's been fingering it. It's covered in fingerprints, like someone's had their hands all over there. We probably do need to disinfect it, to be honest. Where was I? Yeah, I've not got the keys for it. I need to get the keys off Griff anyway, because when I start to strip parts like the tank and the seat pan, I need to get these off, and I need the keys for that. So I'm not going to be firing this bike up. That will be done in the end. I would like to take it back down to them in fully complete cosmetic condition, where it should be looking like brand new, and then we'll tell Griff to get that key in there and fire it up for me. So anyway, let's get this outside and get it washed. It's actually, does it feel different to mine? What's it feel like? Mine feels lighter, I must admit. Just to pull mine up there, it feels lighter. Or is it the angle I'm pulling it around at? Yeah, definitely mine feels lighter. That's surprising. I thought the SP would be a lot lighter than mine. It looks lower, it looks smaller, but yeah, mine definitely does feel lighter than this. I suppose it doesn't when you're on it when you're riding it, but anyway, right, stop talking, Paul, get his bike outside, let's wash it. It's like that opening scene on Return of the Jedi, isn't it, when the Jabba's Palace door goes up. So usually cameras make things look better, but take a look at it in its worst form. This is the wash it's going to have of its lifetime. I bet this bike has not been washed for years and years and years, but look at the state of it. We'll look at this later after I've given it a good old clean, and we'll see how much of an improvement we can make on it using dirt shifter. But yeah, this is one grubby machine. I can't believe it. That Foxy looks like it's really weeping out there now. bet them seals are dry. But yeah, this is in such rough condition. An SP in this condition is crazy. Right, let's start it. Right, so I'm going to be using dirt shifter and watch the magic happen, as it says on the bottom. Right, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a wet first. Usually with dirt shifter, you can put it on the dry, but because the sun's shining, it's baking today, you don't want to get any sun bleaching. Right, so basically all you do, colour the whole damn thing in it, everywhere. Especially down here, these are the grubby bits. I've not even scrubbed it yet. Be enough. So give it a bit of a squirt, keep it wet. You can see a transformation already. Look at that, bring all that up straight away. This stuff never fails. Of course, if I had a paintbrush, I could get into all these little greasy areas, but this is absolutely transforming it already. This stuff is the best. I think I need to get some more sprayed under here though. All that crap coming off those wheels. This bike might look totally different when I finish with it. I can just see the results straight away, and you do with this stuff. You usually have to scrub hard to get this crap off wheels. It's only going to be a quick wash, then we'll go over it again. I don't think I have to paint it, do I? Brake dust, it's great at removing scabby brake dust. I'm getting soaked. Oh, I've not done the front. Down here as well, mist down here. I might have to get a little paintbrush to get into those tight areas, but usually this stuff, you don't need to scrub that hard with it. Those bolts, look at that. These bolts are all gruesome looking and they're nice and clean now. Right, dry it. I'd start with top, I would. You can't believe it, can you, how clean it actually gets it. Let's have a look at those clamps. Look at that. Like brand new. That's awesome. Saved me some job, that has.
Nice, yeah. Why am I doing this in this?
Because you've got a Ducati t-shirt on.
Oh.
And this is an Aprilia, isn't it? That looks totally different. I mean, it's not, it's still got its damage on it. Well, the seat's not bolted down.
No.
It's still got its damage there, but you can see a massive difference already under all that. It looks really clean on camera. Really does. And most cleaners will tarnish the aluminium effect, but this doesn't. As long as I keep it wet anyway. Right, we'll finish off and we'll get it back in the garage. Check it out. Check that out. What a result. Is that mirror straight? I like to have things uniform. That looks totally different. I mean, it's not even polished. There's lots of sanding. Well, there's lots of wear and tear scratches in that, but my God, what a clean job that is. Can you remember the state of these brakes before? Everything, all that dirt and grime hidden inside here is now gone. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Well, it would look beautiful if it was painted original with fresh paint. We've not done much job for the carbon because the carbon is actually wrecked. But check out the clamps. Look how clean they are. Like brand new. That is the results from Dirt Shifter. How good this stuff is. All this aluminium, even the engine's clean now. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice and clean. Despite its poor shape. The wheel's lovely and clean. Look, got rid of all that tar and chain lube. Let's check out the other side. So impressed with these fork clamps, how much colour and vibrance has come out of them. And it's still wet. Look, I just rolled it back into the garage so it's still dripping water out of it. It's not dry yet. Look at all this aluminium down here, how clean and spotless that is. This bike is going to shine. Even the bolts on the sprocket, I thought they were going to need replacing, but you don't realise how much it's just dirt ground into things and you want to replace bolts, but this stuff does a great job. All that was full of tar and chain lube. There you go. It's looking miles better, but it's going to get stripped and repainted. I'll start that pretty much soon, I think. So there we have it. It's so hot in here. When that door is down, this garage gets red hot and it's cold in winter. But I'm going to park him up now, back on display. I'll send some pictures to Griff and show him what condition it's in already. If I stand back, he doesn't look like he wants a paint job, so I might just tell him, right, it's all finished, painted up and ready to go. I don't think he'll believe me. So yeah, I'll get some pictures down to Griff now, see his reaction. He should be pleased. Look at these fork legs as well, they're hardly pitted. They're quite good then. Usually you get scratches around here where it's all gone, but I actually do have a bronzy colour to match that. So let's get him back on display like I said, and then we'll crack on with the next job. SP. I think, or if you want to, just for your sheer pleasure, I'll hold the camera here for about several minutes so you can just have a look at it, because this is what I do on a night.